What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I'm at Perth's indoor viewing platform with a Qantas A330-200 in the One World livery from Melbourne. And on my right is an AirAsia A320 in the Sean livery, but the way they spell Sean is S-E-A-N. The AirAsia is from Bali. And AirAsia is parking right next to Singapore and Jetstar. See this air bridge? It's supposed to be Sean. Let's see. Yep. Where the AirAsia is, there's a secret air bridge there. There we go, he's parked up now. I'll show you guys Qantas Terminal 3, all the F100s, A320s, A319s. There's an air bridge, look. Yeah, it moves to it. The A321 Cargo Qantas and Team Global Express with the white one, which is in a white livery.
The air bridge is broken up.
Yeah, but it will extend out.
Down the bottom, the wheels are broken.
Oh yes, but they'll move it.
They need to twist for it to move.
Yes, they have to.
So they'll have to move it away.
And the other side of T3, the waiting bays, we've got all 737s, A320s and Sky Minres in the distance.
The big one that just came in going. Big Qantas.
See the tail? And the Cobhams, the National Jet Expresses, the Skippers, Marumas and all the Qantas F100s. In front of us is the Virgin Aussie 737-800, just landed on 24. And there's a Virgin Aussie 737-800 taxiing out for takeoff. And over here is Terminal 2 with Air North, Nexus, Airlink, Rex, Virgin Australia and Allianz and a couple of Jetsstars. And I'll show you this one, Terminal 1. We've got two Airlinks. If you can see the tail above the air bridge, it's an Airlink ATR 72-600, a Virgin Aussie 737-700, an Airlink ATR 42-600, a Jetstar A321LR, the AirAsia A320 that just pulled in, Singapore's A350-9, Yep,
Yeah.
I did.
That's what I did. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I thought it was going to happen too.
The man when he gets interested.
Sort of does. Anyway, enough of that. And there's also Malaysia 737-800 MAX. Just sat there. If you guys didn't get that joke, what my father was saying, have a look at it on Google. But anyway, back to plane spotting. There's a Qantas A320 coming in on 24. It could be an A319, and it is an A319. So it's a Qantas A319 that's just touched down. It's an A319. Yeah, the smallest from the Airbus. Well, no, the second smallest. There's the A318 that France own. Yeah, that comes to Perth Airport, yeah. Well, the smallest one out of the lot is this Airlink here. The Airlink, the ATR 42 Airbus, then it's the Qantas A319. Virgin Aussie 737-800's now departing Perth on 21. I just realised that. And the other Virgin Aussie that's waiting to cross over. A Jetstar A321LR coming in to land on 24. You guys may also notice there's two Virgin Aussie 737-800s just sitting here. On the weekends they won't use them. They'll just sit there for the whole weekend until Monday when they need it for the mines. Malaysian 737-800 MAX is pushing out of his gate, ready to go. See that dot there? That's Air New Zealand.
That's, you know that because he's going on the big runway.
Yep.
one's that?
737-800 Max. See the wing tips, how it goes down? That's the newer 737 compared to the normal Virgins. Virgin Australia have got some new ones
They're the
too.
ones that they had a lot of problems with, the A3.
The 737-800 Max. I don't know why.
It's not a computer system or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Okay. Yeah, well, why not? In the distance, if you can see, we've got Air New Zealand's 787-9 coming in from New Zealand, Auckland. Yeah. Yeah, it is Air New Zealand. Huh? Yes. A third Jetstar A321LR. Yep, he's taxiing out to 21 for takeoff. Anyway, here's New Zealand. He might. Depends if Malaysia moves quick enough too. The ground crew's still near his wheels. Only enough to taxi, I guess. Anyway, here comes New Zealand to Terminal 1. The Jetstar A321LR is still waiting there.
The motor's turned off.
The engines are turned off, yeah. And Malaysia's 737-800 MAX is now taxiing for takeoff. Yes, turbine engines. Inside the engines. Yeah, the turbine. Anyway, back to this. Here we go, we've got Air New Zealand pulling into Terminal 1 now.
He's going to pull it over there, mate. He's going to pull it over there.
Probably where, no, that's where Emirates and Qatar go.
Well, maybe that's where I said that. Maybe it's going in where Malaysia came out.
Yep. If you guys can see, there's a Qantas A320 being towed. It's being towed towards Terminal 3. And New Zealand is going so far back to the only into a gate where it has a bigger air bridge. There we go. Fast pilot.
I got something to tell you. You've seen that, haven't you?
Which one, the Jetstar?
You've seen the one, no, the
Virgin Aussie.
one parked up.
Yep, the Virgin Aussie.
The flashing light.
Yep, the food catering. Jetstar's A321LR is departing Perth.
Looks like a chemtrail ride.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, off this one goes. Malaysian 737-800 MAX is now departing Perth, or it could be lining up on the runway. Another Virgin Aussie 737-800 taxiing out for takeoff. Malaysian 737-800 MAX is now departing Perth on runway 21 for Kuala Lumpur. Maybe. We've got a cross runway landing, got a 24 landing. It is, hold on. Another Boeing 737-800. The airline is a Virgin Aussie. And it's also a MAX. It's got the wing tips going up and down. The Virgin Aussie 737-800 should now be departing on 21. Here's this Virgin Aussie 737-800 MAX crossing over 21 to Terminal 2. Forgotten arrival, coming in to land on 21. The aeroplane is an A320. No idea.
They're still running?
Of course they're still running. Yep. The airline is a Jetstar, a normal A320, which is quite rare now. You only see the Neo A320 Jetstars. A second A320 Qantas being towed. The other one that was being towed towards the terminal has been put somewhere, while the other one gets towed up to the northern side of the other side, or into the hangars. The Jetstar A320 that has landed. We're just about to see it. It's going to come into terminal number 1, which is pretty lucky. 2 Jetstars in one terminal.
And that fucking one is still being towed.
That's a different one.
Is it?
Yes. The other one's been put somewhere.
What are they towed?
I've got no idea. Never mind, that Jetstar must have gone in a different taxiway. Qantas 737-800 coming in to land on 24, and AirAsia pushing out for Bali. Qantas's A321 XLR is pushing out, and it should be going to Sydney. AirAsia's A320 in the ASEAN livery, taxiing out to take off for Bali. And a 21 arrival. Runway 21 arrival. The type of plane is a 737-800. The plane that's landing. And if I'm correct, it should be a Qantas. AirAsia's just going to cross straight over runway 24. Actually, it is an international 737-800. It is Batik from Kuala Lumpur. Batik and Qantas look the same now with the tails. Qantas A321 XLR is now taxiing out. Must be the body height that makes it an XLR for that Qantas.
Yeah, where's Ashley? That'd be like me asking you, where's Asha? Have you missed Asha? It's true.
Alright, there we go. Qantas's A321 XLR, and we'll see it in a minute. AirAsia's A320. The AirAsia is going to Bali, the Qantas is going to Sydney. AirAsia's going first. AirAsia A320 departing for Bali. Qantas's A321 XLR is now departing Perth. What? Anyway, back to the video. Sunlight's about to be bright. And here's Batik. I'll film that in a second. Right, here's Batik, B-A-T-I-K from Kuala Lumpur.
Very shortly, Ash's plans will come down. We've called it Ash's plane just because we should be here in 3 minutes.
My life is like watching the sunsets in the east, setting in the northwest, setting in the west is there and setting
Sun's
No, hang on, sorry. We've got a 24 arrival coming into land, and Batik is going to the gate next to New Zealand, which is probably the last gate. The type of plane is a 737-800. The airline, if I'm correct, it should be a Virgin Aussie, and yes it is. I know it's a bit hard to see. Yeah, I do apologise for filming up at the roof because I don't like getting others on camera, so I just film the roof till I get to the plane. Sometimes they call it respect. Right here? I think so. Another 24 arrival. It is another Boeing 737-800. The airline is a Qantas. And a Virgin Aussie 737-800 taxiing out for takeoff. The Qantas is also a MAX. Virgin Aussie 737-800 is now departing Perth on 21. 2 Jetsstars A321LRs, one's pushing out, one's taxiing, and a Qantas 787 coming in from Sydney, I think. Yeah, it is. This one goes to Paris tonight. Or maybe London.
Quickly stopped.
Unbelievable for a big plane. Jetstar A321LR number 1 crossing runway 24. Number 2 is going to do the same thing, but he'll taxi out first. That one there will be going to Cairns. This one will be going to Bali.
This one?
The one here at Terminal 1 that goes to it goes to Bali. Here's Singapore's A350. It looks like it's getting ready to push out as well. One of the air bridges has been disconnected, by the way. And there's a Qantas 737-800 waiting for takeoff.
Right, that first Jetstar over there.
Is Frosty's plane?
No, that's the one going to Sydney. So,
Yep.
this one here. It's the one on top. Jetstar with that side.
Yeah, they do Bali flights with Jetstar.
So there must be another Jetstar too. You know which one that will be, don't
It's
you?
the one that landed. It's the A320 that landed.
The one that's over there. So this must be, look here, bro. This must be gate 1. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, what if the A320 Jetstar that landed is the one that's going here and it's delayed because it landed that time? You said 10 before. This is anyway. Here we go. AirAsia. Sorry. Jetstar is off to Bali. The first Jetstar up at 21 is. It's the new livery, yes. The new livery with the orange tail. Qantas 737-800 departing Perth. Heading off to Melbourne.
Brisbane.
Correction, Brisbane. In Queensland. Off that one goes. Jetstar number 2 is taxiing a lot faster than number 1. Jetstar's A321LR, the first one, is now departing Perth for Sydney. Second one is the second A321LR is crossing runway 06 and 24, and there's an arrival coming in on runway 21. I had to when there was a crowd of people here later, like 5 hours ago. I don't know why. I seriously don't know. Yeah. The arrival is an Embraer 190. And if I'm correct, this is National Jet Express in the grey livery. From where? From Jundee, which is a mine airport up at the north. From Jundee to Perth, this one, the E190 from is the National Jet Express. Jeremy looks like an F100. If you don't know Jeremy, he's the plane from Thomas and Friends, but you guys can figure it out. So there's the E190, quite rare on a weekend. Jetstar A321LR number 2, which is going to Bali, is just about to depart. Just got to wait there for a second till National Jet Express gets off the runway, then you should have the clearance. And there he goes. Here we go, Singapore's A350 900 is just about to push out. The pilots will have to get the engines up and running before pushback. Got a cross runway arrival or a 24 arrival. The arrival is a 737-800. The airline is a Qantas. What we call in Australia, the Flying Kangaroo.
Hey, the Scoot
Where is he?
arriving in 50 minutes.
Jeez. Long time before that happened.
Emirates 22 minutes. Oh, he's going to be early, Emirates. But the other fucker's not.
Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, here we go. Singapore's A350 is pushing out. Ready to go?
We won't be waiting for the draft because they're too late.
Okay. And a very smooth landing from Qantas.
He hasn't even started his fucking turbos yet. Has he?
Not yet.
Started the other one. The right one.
No, he started none of them. They probably start them up because it's a bigger plane.
Facing the right direction.
That's probably it now.
There it goes.
Turbine on the left, or in the plane side of its right.
I know, both at the same time.
There's a Qantas A330-200, which is the one in the One World livery that landed, is pushing out. Jetstar's second A321LR is off to Bali now. I'm trying. Another 24 arrival.
It's a cool looking plane.
I know, the A350, it's awesome. Yet again, it is a 737-800. This time the airline is a Virgin Aussie.
There's smoke coming off the engine.
No, that's the little pipe they have to put in under the wheels. That's why the ground crew are there.
There's the smoke on the engines. No.
Yes, I see. It's probably cold, that's why.
Oh yeah, that makes exactly the turbine. Just an unburned feel.
Okay. Got a arrival coming into lane on 24. Looks like it is an Airbus A320. The airline is definitely a Qantas. Which one? The Qantas? The Qantas A330-200 is lining up on 21. And if I'm correct, this one should be going to New Zealand. I think so.
That's where it came.
Singapore's A350 taxiing out for takeoff. Another A319 Qantas, I am sorry. So the Qantas is an A319. I know.
Not normally that bad.
I know. Anyway, Virgin Aussie 737-800 that previously landed is pulling in here into Terminal 1. Quite a rare sight from a Virgin Aussie.
Yeah, we're turning into the Virgin Ranch.
This is where the Airlink is. Qantas A330-200 departing for New Zealand, Auckland. Already off the ground.
That's probably just out of Melbourne or something.
Have a look if you want. A 21 arrival.
Oh, fuck yeah, spot on. Melbourne.
Oh jeez.
And you know why it can't be going to Sydney?
New Zealand, why?
Well, it could be going to New Zealand, but it can't go to Sydney because it wouldn't make it in time for the curfew.
The airplane is an A320. If I'm correct, it should be another Qantas. And it is from Learmonth.
2019.
And once again, it's an A319. Here we go, Jetstar A320 off to Cairns, crossing runway 24.
Another line up there, look.
Yep.
It's miles away, though.
Mhm.
You think they're in one go?
Don't know. Doesn't look like he's moving at the moment. Qantas A319 in from Learmonth.
He goes now. If he moves now, he'll go. He'll just go. I'm coming in from the room. So 37.
A second 21 arrival coming into land.
Earthquake. Fucking earthquake
If you guys don't know about the earthquake joke, it's basically a fart joke. Have it and just look it up if you have to. Anyway, back to filming planes. It's another Virgin Australia 737-800.
The Dubai is saying 4 minutes, but it hasn't even crossed the coast. So just past Rottnest.
Only just past Rottnest.
So probably 5 minutes.
Mhm. Oh, that was a very smooth landing.
That's how it is now. You should say, oh, yeah, it was good.
Singapore's A350-9 is now departing Perth.
See where the sunlight is? That's where
Yeah.
you see. That's where you should be able to see.
The Emirates, yep. So Qantas 737, which is there, that landed on the
Pushed out, eh?
Crossonway. I thought it landed on the Crossonway.
Isn't that big one? That went behind.
Or this one could, yeah, this one's a different 737, sorry. This one is going out to depart. But we'll start off with Singapore's A350, then the Jetstar, then the Qantas.
He's going to shoot.
Halfway point.
To me, there's no wind out there. Where's the windsock?
There's a windsock right in front of you. Look where Singapore's wings are.
Yeah.
It's very still, but it's heading towards the hills. And up he goes. Yeah. Sometimes a slow takeoff is better than any takeoff. Jetstar A320 off to Cairns, departing runway 21. Virgin Aussie 737-800 MAX, departing or taxiing out for departure. And Singapore has done the greatest turn for an A350-9. Anyway, off goes Jetstar to Cairns.
Jetstar. I'm sorry. Route comes in on this runway.
Another Qantas A319 from Broome coming into land on runway 24. Then Emirates will be the next one down. The last, if you guys haven't seen my other plane spotting videos where I come here at night time with the Emirates and Qatar, be sure to check that out via my YouTube channel at Aircraft and Bin Trucks. Anyway, here's this Qantas. It's coming into land from Broome. This one is an A320 this time.
Where's Singapore from? Oh, yeah. So this is Emirates. That line you can see over there?
Yeah, that's him. Sorry about my finger being in the way, but anyway, Qantas 737 just about to take off. Oh my god, yes. Here we go, guys. We've got Emirates Boeing 777-300ER coming into land on 21. This plane has come all the way from Dubai. That was when, that's when the thingamajig happened, do you remember? They were only doing return deliveries.
Ah, okay.
Like the good old days in 2014 with the 777-300ERs back at Perth. Virgin Aussie 737-800 Max just about to take off on 21.
Let's keep quiet down for a while, right?
No, literally it's just right.
Okay.
Scoops 20 minutes away.
Do you go back over there? Come on.
We'll wait for him to gate up, eh? And we'll go. What do you reckon?
Wait for who?
We'll wait for him to pull in the gate.
Yep. Emirates 777-300ER pulling into Terminal 1. Looks like Emirates is parking right next to Air New Zealand for once. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, peace out, drink plenty of water and stay warm in the winter times.